Knock, knock. Who's there? No, okay, not okay. Who's there? Rape joke. Rape joke who? Rape joke that's not funny. These are the opening lines of one of my favorite poems by Melissa Escobedo and Rhiannon McGavin. Welcome to the 21st century, where no means yes, consent is sexy, bruises are made fun of, and my clothes are at fault for your crime against my body. In my biblical text, daughters of Zelophehad, sisters protest the fact that they cannot inherit their father's belongings, simply because they are women and do not have any brothers. After talking to Moses, Moses brings this claim to God, and God gives the women their right. God doesn't spend decades debating the equality of women. He simply recognizes the rights of a human being. Why is it that 5,000 years ago, when women's purpose was childbearing, could God and the people see that a woman deserved rights? Why is it that 5,000 years ago, women began to strive towards equality, and yet we are still not there? As I prepare to transition into college, I am becoming increasingly aware of the inequality of women in educational institutions, in the workplace, on the field, and in day-to-day life. Today, 1 in 3 women are sexually assaulted, and only 6% of those assaults are reported. Of those 6%, 98% of them walk free. During trial, when the issue comes down to a he said versus she said, for lack of evidence, does her voice mean less? Why is it that women have to be afraid to come out and tell their story? I know statistics are difficult to comprehend and often hard to visualize, so look around. There are approximately 400 kids in our school. Let's say half are girls. That's 200 girls. That means at least 66 of the girls would have been sexually assaulted. If, let's say, all 66 were reported, one person would maybe go to jail. The women in my biblical text are said to have come forth out of their destined place and fought against what they thought was unjust. These women are said to be independent and wise. God granted them their request, and in doing so changed the law of succession forever. These women represent power. Today we have women who are strong. They are changing laws and striving to have their voices heard. For the first time as a country, we could have a female president. Whether you believe in her politics or not, it is an enormous stride in gender equality. Feminism, by definition, is a belief in equality between both men and women in all aspects and for all opportunities. As some of you may know, the word feminism is now used as a derogatory term. Women are choosing not to identify themselves as feminists because they do not want to be labeled this way. Feminists are seen as strong, overbearing, aggressive, isolating, and unattractive women. Our gender is marked from the moment a baby is given a pink or blue blanket. A little boy who falls and hurts himself is told he shouldn't cry and be a big boy. But a girl is coddled and comforted instead of encouraged to be strong. Why is it not both? Somehow the idea of a woman being strong is intimidating. Well, I want to be strong. I want men and women to look at me and say, wow, there's a powerful woman. I am a feminist because I am for gender equality. I am a feminist because, as Emma Watson said, it is time that we all see gender as a spectrum instead of 2 sets of opposing ideals. I am a feminist because I think women should be able to make decisions about their own bodies. I am a feminist because I believe everyone has the right to be vulnerable and everyone has the right to be strong. The hashtag Like a Girl movement recently started because the phrase like a girl was used as an insult. Girls of all ages became offended when they were told you hit like a girl, you run like a girl, you fill in the blank like a girl. This seems ridiculous to me. Whenever I was told I was like a girl, I responded with good, because I am a girl. A girl is entitled to be who she is, wear what she wants, and make her own decisions. Well, she should be. So why is she shamed for being the person she is in today's society? Apparently the length of my skirt is an answer to your yes or no question. Apparently my low-cut shirt is an invite to you when I didn't actually say anything. The slogan walk of shame and the concept of slut-shaming automatically devalue women. We degrade women when we judge them or condemn their choices. How about we don't label them? How about instead of don't get raped, we say don't rape? We can no longer deny this issue. This can no longer be a taboo that flies under the radar. Consent is a basic human right that should never be denied. But to the men who say she was asking for it, I ask, really? Was she verbally asking you? Or did you deem her outfit provocative? Do we not see the problem? And to those of you who are asking how this affects you and why you should care, you are the same students who sat behind me laughing at victim stories, saying that doesn't actually happen. Well, it does, more than any of us come to fathom or realize. If I can leave you with one request, it would be to stand up. We go to a school where we are taught to be moral and A-plus human beings. We now live in a society where things are beginning to change, and progression in human rights is the norm. So why not help make that change? I want every single one of us to take these values with us after we leave this campus. Share the knowledge that has been instilled in us since day one. These morals are ones that we can teach to others and actually make a difference in our world. So I ask you all to speak up. I ask you to stand as a community and together help to destroy this taboo and strengthen gender equality. Stand together and act like a girl. Thank you for everything, for being there since day one. You've been a mentor and a friend, and you've made this process so much easier than I ever thought it would be. So thank you for everything. To all my teachers, there are not enough words to describe how thankful I am to all of you. So I've written individual letters to every single one of you, but being me, I forgot them, so they're at home. Dr. Powell, thank you for everything you've done for this community and upholding the values since day one. You've been there and been a friend, so thank you. To all my friends, and specifically the ones who've been there since day one, thank you. To my siblings who cannot be here today, thank you for making me independent. Thank you for helping me mature. Thank you for telling me and teaching me what family means. And I love you both very much, forever and always. To my parents, thank you for everything you have done for me. Mommy, thank you for being my best friend and for traveling to the weirdest places for her shoes. And for always being there when I fall off or when I break myself or whatever. And Daddy, thank you. I am living your dream. This was you. Everyone is here because of what you started. And I'm honored to stand here, living it for you. And to my grandparents who couldn't be here today, they're my role models. And they have done so much for me and my community, and I love them very much. And to the class of 2016.